It be time for swashbuckling on the Spanish Main on the Emceemur Show. Day 4 of Pirate Week, and I hope that you're ready, lest ye be fancying a swim with Davy Jones. Pirates Gold on the same it is. It's time to be starting a new career on Pirates Gold. Now, this is cut from the same cloth. It's just a 16-bit version. Now, I haven't spent as much time with this, obviously, as the 8-bit Sid Meier's Pirates, but we know what we're doing. We be changing the family name. Boy, this is... I mean, couldn't they just give us a frickin' thing with the letters to pick from? This is gonna take forever. Oh my goodness. We're gonna stop there. Captain Pudney! The new Luke Gamer is joining us. Welcome and yo-ho indeed, me hearty. Always skill at fencing, because sword fighting is really where it's at. Setting off for adventure! So, can you complete the 10 pirate quests and become the greatest pirate who ever lived? That may be different. But anyway, we're going to get started with this thing here. My story begins. And again, we're going to have some probably better artwork to look forward to, and the music sounds really cool, but the it's not that it didn't sound cool on the 8-bit version. The 8-bit version was freaking fantastic. Oh my god. So I'm not used to this combat. So far, it's tit for tat. Now it's more tit and less tat. I win. I'm used to its rhythm. You got to really know when the sword's going to strike. It's not the minute that you hit the button. You have to time it. I know you like sword fighting. You are victorious. The Buccaneers elect you captain on the spot. You go to port to recruit new men. He's going to recruit men. So you're actually walking around the towns here, which... This looks different than the PC version, but same basic idea. The tavern keeper listens with interest as you describe your promising plans to hike a duke in his toilet. It's that promising sea dog, Mr. Pudney. The best name he could come up with for lack of spending the entire live stream selecting letters. A rowdy group of 37 men has to join your crew, and we definitely sign them up because initially you want to get some manpower. No, so that's where we're going to divide up the plunder. I assume that that's the governor's mansion and that this is the merchant. Yes. Okay, well, it looks good. Again, this is the same idea as the PC one. It's just laid out a little bit different. So we're going to get acquainted with it. It's amazing I've not ever really spent time with this version because I've had it forever. But God, the few times in my life I get to actually spend on pirates, I'm always just playing the original. Pirate Pudney! That's the shipwright. So this is where we leave. And there's the ship. There we go. Let's crack open an ice cold pirate drink. We are joined by Dat Game Collector. Welcome, DGC. The lookout report to sail on the... So we've already got a freaking sail ho here. Alright, so we're not going to mess with an English ship. You can see how much better the animation here is, and obviously it would be at 16-bit. I need to spend some time with this version. Really get acquainted with it. I mean, it's Genesis, man, for ease of playing and one of my favorite systems. You think that would all come together and equal? I would do a lot more with this. And yes, we still be going with the voice and hat. I didn't buy this hat for... You know, when I bought this hat last year on our vacation, I had this in mind. You know, Pirate Week was going to happen. She looks like a bark, Captain. Shall we investigate? Close for battle, me hearty. Two ships crash together through the smoke. You spot the enemy captain approaching. Longsword it is, me mate. Stab him in the grundies. Oh, I'm cutting off his frickin' flesh balloon. We've captured a 6-gun bark of 60 tons. Send a prize crew, me hearty. 2150 gold pieces plundered. Oh, we actually have to hit it. Okay. In the other version, you just click on it with the D-pad and it'll pull it over. So some subtle differences. Not much to have to get used to, though. 2 sailors. Why not? I want to keep in the same cardinal direction here. We're joined by Uncle Strange. Welcome, Unc. Well, you know, this game had already proven itself, you know, years prior, so this is really just a facelift on it. I probably still would prefer the original because it gives me more of a nostalgic feel, but any version of this I freaking love. Close for battle! We're taking the sloop, my noop. Putney's sloop. And I like to get in and take on the captain in a fight and try to get the ship unharmed. Because if you shoot the ship a bunch of times, then move in and take it, I mean, if that's your intention, fine. But then you got a broken ship on your hands. Now I realize that a game like this is not everybody's cup of tea. Some people may even find these boring. But I got hooked on this at a very young age. He's trying to close... I'm trying to close the distance, and he's trying to close this out and get out of here. We're joined by Jason Joseph. Welcome, Jason. To day 4 of Pirate Week on the Emceemur show. Pirates Gold, me hearty. On the Sega Genesis. God, it takes them forever to reload the cannons. Now, in the 8-bit version, there's no music here, just the hiss of the ocean waves. God, 16-bit does have its own feel, doesn't it? I mean, it's just the sensation I get that, oh my God, this is very much a Genesis game right now, and it wouldn't matter what it was. It just feels so right. And Super Nintendo, being a 16-bit system, it isn't the same. And I don't say that in a bad way, like it's any less. It's just a different feel. It's a different kind of nostalgia. We're joined by Captain Retro on the Twitch side, which means he may be seeing this in a bit better resolution. Welcome, Captain. Captain found the best version of the movie Predator I've ever seen last night. The sun sets, ending the battle. That's different. We ran out of time. Yes, everybody needs more Sega Genesis games to play. If you don't have more Sega Genesis games to play, get them in your life. We played so much Genesis coming up, and I had so many buddies that had them. You know, I had less friends with Super Nintendos and more friends with Sega Genesis systems, and it was different in the generation before that. I was the weird kid with the Master System. Everybody else had a Nintendo Entertainment System. Literally everyone else. I was the only one that had one. I think we're at war with the Spanish and the Dutch. DGC says Superman on Genesis is worth some cake now. I don't know. I haven't priced that one. I so seldom sell Sega stuff when I find it that I'm more out of touch on its pricing than anything. Let's visit with the governor here and see what's what. You converse with the governor about various issues. A French letter of marque. Yeah, sure. We didn't get one our last round, so let's get one. We'll go ahead and get some status with the French. And then maybe he'll think we're who he wants done. Let's go into the tavern. Sometimes in the tavern you'll find somebody that'll offer to sell you a treasure chest. The heroic engagement of a Spanish bark. And that's all that happens. Nothing else. We probably need to get some food. Yeah, no podcast tonight, DGC. Those are going to be postponed until we get a hold of our new schedule here. My wife's working some late nights, and we got to recalibrate some things on our schedule. But it will continue, and you will be involved. And in the meantime, we're getting some really great topics built up. The next podcast is definitely going to be a doozy. The New Loot Gamer asks, why'd the Dreamcast have to go much sooner than wanted? I don't know, because I'm from a different generation. By the time the Dreamcast and the GameCube came out, I was like, psh, y'all are just trying to... Everybody was trying to see whose was longer, man. 3DOs and CDIs and all this crap was coming out. And everything was just a big system war. And, you know, after the fact, we don't see it that way. We see them all as these vintage systems that we'd love to own. But at the time, it was like, y'all are just making stuff to make stuff. I'm not buying all that. What do I need it for? I got a Genesis, I got a Master System, I got a 16-bit Super Nintendo, and I got an NES. I don't need any of that garbage. The GameCube looked so gimmicky to me when it came out. I honestly laughed at it. I was like, shit, no way. I'm not buying that. But that was at the time. You know, I'm not hating on them now, obviously. But yeah, I didn't care if those systems came or went back then. I really didn't. The last system I really gave a crap about at that point was the N64. And after that, it just was like, okay, that's enough. I'm not buying anything else. And I didn't. I didn't buy anything else, I don't think, until Xbox 360 in the year 2010. Just didn't. Always, oh, I'm a retro gamer, but my first system was an Xbox One. Come off it, dude. You know, some of these people that are like that. It's like, dude, I am a retro gamer. Not trying to put myself above anyone or anything. It's just that it took me forever to get into the current gen because I didn't want to be there, man. I eventually had to be dragged in kicking and screaming. Just didn't have a need for that in my life. Of course, I love it now, but I still have to play my retro stuff, and it doesn't feel any different. Ah, we're coming for ya. But yeah, that's a long answer. The short answer is I did not desire, nor did I miss the Dreamcast. It's probably the thing I have literally played the least of out of all systems. I have a functioning one, and I would like to up my library on that and maybe catch up on some stuff that I missed out on for series that I like. But it's not even really a priority. I've been through 6 Dreamcasts trying to get one that worked more than 3 or 4 times. They were really horribly made systems, as was the Game Gear. They were just really, really cheap. And that's all. I mean, I've taken so many of them apart, and there's only one I've ever been able to salvage, and I have it. But you got to understand, DGC, it was just the time. I mean, at that point, I was so tired of buying systems, I didn't want to hear anything about a Dreamcast or online play. I was like, man, no thanks. I'm good. I will not contest that there's great things on the Dreamcast and great things that came from the Dreamcast, and I would never suggest that I'm an expert on said systems. I'm certainly not, even though I am somewhat of a Sega expert. Not in that department, I'm not. Uncle Strange asked, what did I think the first time I saw a Wii? First time I saw a Wii, my wife said, holy crap, let's get one, because she's a huge Mario fanatic. My wife is not a big gamer like I am necessarily, but she loves Nintendo. And that was a big thing in her household, just like it was in most people's, so she was like, yeah, let's get one. And God, at that point, I think we dropped like $300 on the Wii, and Mario Wii in the red box, and frickin' Mario Kart Wii. We bought the whole shooting match and just had a blast with it. But again, at that point, you know, we were ready for it. That was more like a family thing to mess around with. For me personally, the first real new-gen console I even thought about was the Xbox 360. I had missed out on so much. But I was still only playing 8 and 16-bit games. So I guess to be fair, the Wii was technically the next newest system I bought since the N64, because that was before 2010. But again, that was more of something that we played as a family, and God, we have so many goofy games on the Wii, and I have so many great memories. You guys probably saw our mini golf stream of playing those games with Molly when she was little and growing up. I mean, yeah, it was a game system, but that system just felt different for some reason. And I look back now and I see that there's a lot of great stuff on the Wii that's not so Wii-centric. You know, games that you can play where it doesn't even feel like you're playing a Wii. Oh my God, we're going to lose this fight. Wait, no we're not. Some great RPGs, really great stuff on the Wii, and we're going to be doing a video about my Wii collection in the not-too-distant future, but not the obvious games. Stuff that you probably haven't heard of, or if you have, you've probably never played, or if, you know, stuff we just got to look at. We have just taken Santo Domingo. Crew begins to round up golden valuables. This always happens. The town has warning of your approach and they hide the gold away, but you're still going to get some good things. A little bit of jack. Cannons. Goods. God, I don't think we can hold all this. Kane Deathbreaker has stopped by and has to work. But Kane, it's always good to have you drop by, dude. Smang that like button. You've been here for most of Pirate Week, so we might could let you have a day off. But you still have to sneak away for bathroom breaks to watch small segments of it, unbeknownst to your boss. Arr, I got fired during Pirate Week for watching live streams in the bathroom at work. Let's go sell some of this plunder. Yeah, Phantasy Star Online, now that you mention it, is one of the ones, and I have it. I have it on the Dreamcast that I wanted to play, because you know I'm a Phantasy Star nut. But I mean, in my day, there was none of that. It was just Phantasy Star 1, 2, and 3. I still have a Game Pro where they first advertised the first Phantasy Star, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I gotta have that. You can eat burgers and colas? What? So, DGC, we played a little bit more of... I played some Sea of Thieves last night with some of my Call of Duty clansmen. And we had somewhat of a good time, but at the same time, you're just enjoying the scenery. You're getting gold. It's not enough gold to buy anything. I mean, you're going to have to grind for ages to get something that may not even do anything. I don't even know what it's going to do. It takes 4 musket shots to kill a snake. What? And then 4 to kill a shark. What? It's the same thing? There's not enough depth for this to exist as an MMO, in my opinion. And whereas if it was not an MMO, it would probably have had the depth. It's a really weird situation. weird situation. Oh, they hit us! Which damages the sails. Now we're going to go slower. Hit you. Alright, let's get this done. YouTube still says we're having bad frame settings. Come on. I'm sure if there was a problem, y'all would have said so by now. Well, he went down quick. But I gotta adjust something on this end later on so that YouTube will quit crying. Everything else is always fine. Thank you, Kane Deathbreaker, for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you in the live streams. Yes, take that ship. Even though it's damaged, we're just going to sell it. Alright, between all these merchants, we ought to be able to score some serious jack. St. Kitts. Chilling in the crow's nest. Alright, now this merchant... God, in the other game we were playing, the merchant didn't have any dadgum money. Selling them goods. Making that money. But yeah, definitely, Sea of Thieves was definitely overhyped, and it didn't have to be. They were bluffing. They're not holding anything there. They're bluffing. And it's so disappointing. It's probably the prettiest game I've ever seen. And it takes 4 shots to kill a shark and a snake. I mean, are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious right now? Who made this crap? That was the best you could come up with? So yeah, I mean, the more I talk about it, the more upset I get. We're going to keep playing some of it. I'm sure I'm going to play more with Captain, more with DGC, and more with my Call of Duty clan guys. Because, I mean, honestly, if you can get them boys off Call of Duty, then the game's got some allure. Because they don't do that often. But I just don't know, man. 50 men? That's a lot of men. Okay. We're in an English town, so we're taking, technically, people on our team, I guess. But let's go talk to the governor. We are at war with the Spanish and the Dutch, right? So I had a feeling the French were on our side. In recognition of your service to the English crown, this is something else we didn't do the last playthrough on the NES version, I confer upon you the title of ensign. So we've got to go up in rank. Yes, New Loot Gamer, these are actually real locations. I mean, this is as historically accurate as it can be. And we also were granted 250 acres of land. See, that's fantastic. They're very happy with what we're doing. Oh, look at this guy. What? Look at the lips on this dude. I have news of your long-lost sister, the governor says. The evil Spaniard Baron Vasquez knows your sister's whereabouts. He was last seen in the city of Gran Granada. Well, that's where we gotta go. Hey, we are joined by Pixie Dust. What's up, Pixie? Pixie Dust is our resident Disney vlogger. I always like tuning into her stuff and seeing what other knickknacks she picks up. So if you're into all things Disney, check her out. She does a good job on the things that she does. I enjoy her content. And she does some live streaming too. The governor introduces you to his daughter. She is being courted by Major Wilsons, but she seems interested in you. This is always weird to me. Do you make pleasant conversation or propose marriage? That's a pretty wide gamut there. I mean, can I at least take her to Waffle House or something first? Yeah. I don't like the way she's winking at me. She's scary looking. I think we'll just make pleasant conversation. We don't want to get married yet. We're still a young pirate. Captain Retro wishes that we up the amount of pirate voice in this stream. We may be one to sell a boat. No, we better not, because we need the space in the hold. Could sell some cannons, though, because that'll free up space. No thanks. Let's sell some cannons. I mean, did that do it? Yes. Okay. Alright, back to the seas. We're looking for Gran Granada to find my long-lost sister. And if she looks anything like the lady we just saw at the governor's mansion, we'll probably leave her where we find her. A Dutch sloop! Close for battle! We be driving a long sword all the way up the butt of whoever's the captain of this ship. And out through his tonsils, me hearty. Ooh, that was close. I gotcha. Here we go. Roaming Dan says, do I prefer this over the NES version? No, because, you know, I grew up on the 8-bit version. It's always going to be more nostalgic for me. I've spent a lot of time on Pirates Gold on the PC. This is the Genesis version, of course, and it's a little bit different in the layout, but it's essentially the same game. And this is still great, don't get me wrong. Absolutely love it, but for me, it's always going to be 8-bit Pirates to really get that nostalgia going. And now that I've got an EverDrive to play it on, now I don't have to worry about my dead save battery, and we can actually make it a run at really completing this game. It's the well-known pirate Marquis Culliford. Well, let him come on with his badass then. We're fixing to take him out. The two ships crash together through the smoke. Alright, here he comes. We're actually fighting a pirate this time. I've never known that the choice of swords makes a difference. I've never really done a study on that, but I can't see a difference because I've used them all. Bull right in the eyeball. You're out. We have completed the first pirate quest. They don't really categorize those as quests in the earlier version. It's just something you do, and you can hold them for ransom, and I'm sure we still can. Yeah, we want that. We're going to hold them for ransom. God, those people are eating up our food. Alright, we're looking for Gran Granada. Yeah, I don't see any reef around here like you see in the 8-bit one that would destroy your ship. It seems like it's all clear here. Close for battle. The sloop is the second smallest ship, but it's still fast enough and will hold enough men to make sure that we have a good foothold on every fight that we start. Your morale and your amount of men is directly proportional to how many sword hits you can take. The whole sword fight in itself is almost a metaphor for the actual fight that's going on between both ships and their crews. Yeah, we want the ship. Man, we're getting some money. San Juan. We're going to attack San Juan. Captain Pudney, coming at ya. Kind of gotta... Oh, you gotta really just kind of slide out of the way of those cannon shots, because they're gonna home in on you when they fire, and then you gotta kind of feint and move to the side, shuck and jive, juking like a running back. New Loot Gamer says it's 8:35 p.m. where he is. I don't know where you are. It's about 5 o'clock here. Or 4:30 p.m. This guy's got a lot of dudes. Oh, but we still won. Ah, they had warning of our approach. Don't they always? Give me my gold. Still got some gold, and God, look at all this. We're taking it all. The rescue of my long-lost sister may have to wait. UK, that's cool, dude. DGC, thanks for stopping by, dude. Always a pleasure to have you on the live streams, and we're definitely going to get some more Sea of Thieves going in the not-too-distant future. A take-all option would be nice, but we're not going to complain that hard about it. They gave us an option to appoint a new governor, and we actually took over the town on our last playthrough on the 8-bit version, and that was neat. That doesn't happen every time. Alright, so I want to see... Oh, I love that. That's from the 8-bit version. There's Gran Granada. We're pretty far away from there. We're going to turn back and sell some of this stuff, and then we'll set sail for Gran Granada. And many a stormy wind shall blow ere Jack comes home again. Molly actually has a CD that's still in our car from when she was a baby of like kids' pirate songs that we used to listen to. A lot of these are on there in really cheesy versions. We're just kind of a piratey family. You know it's mostly medieval stuff with me, dragons, knights, swords, and shields, but I love some pirate stuff too. Ooh. Well, we can't exactly take on the English. We could, but they wouldn't be very happy about it. Back to St. Kitts. Hopefully the merchant re-upped. He did. Sell. Making that money. And then on to Gran Granada. Oh, he's out of money. Okay. You always want to sell first, then sell the ship second, so you don't lose the tonnage and have to dump anything. He has an urgent mission. Of course we accept the mission. Well, you must deliver this letter to my cousin in Montserrat. Please hurry. So you have brought me that despicable pirate, Marquis Culliford. The king will be very pleased at this news. In recognition of my service to the English crown, I confer upon you the title of Captain. 300 more acres. Oh, this is going so much better than our 8-bit playthrough. Now it's the Admiral Del Cao. Look at this guy. Look at his head. He has no neck. Santa Marta. So does this cancel out the one before? Are we still going to Gran Granada? Yeah, we're coming for him. This guy again. Or girl. Yeah, I'm just going to make pleasant conversation. The thing is, you know that they all look the same on here. It's not like we're holding out for a prize pig or anything. Part of your end grade is if you ever manage to find a bride. So next time we're probably just going to have to give the old gal some loving whether we want to or not. You know what? A Dutch town this close to the English town, we're just going to attack it. I'm getting kind of greedy here, but... It's time for a public sub, is what Jason's saying. That sounds like a good idea. As long as Latusia and the goddess of lettuce and Oilia, the goddess of oil, isn't the person making it. Every once in a while you'll be visited by Latusia, the goddess of lettuce, when you go get a public sub, and it's just a lettuce sandwich. And it's like, dude, I asked for lettuce. You don't have to give me the entire bin. I mean, have you ever made a sandwich before? You want to ask some of these people, you know? You're a kid, you learn how to make sandwiches and microwave hot dogs, and it's like, this is your job as an adult, and you're failing at it. St. Eustatius has fallen, and dang, we got some jack out of that, and dang, look at all that sugar. So we're getting a different kind of sugar there. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, we're going to just turbo it. We can't hold much more, Captain. We're full. Let's go sell off some of that. No, thank you. Nevis. Sail into the town. Merchant. We're going to have a nice plunder divide. Oh man, look at that gold. We've already got a ton more gold than we had in our NES playthrough. And don't forget, we still have a playthrough of Sid Meier's Pirates on the original Xbox to look forward to. Probably that will be tomorrow's game. We may be extending Pirate Week one more day. We still have a few other pirate games I'd like to get to, and we're into the weekend, so who cares. We should be doing a day one look, and I just burped, and I'm sorry, drinking soda, on Ni no Kuni 2 tomorrow, and unboxing the collector's edition. Provided the UPS man actually gets it here. And that's a lot to ask here lately, but that's on the books. But yeah, so much to do, so much to live stream, so much to look at. Oh, well. Well, she's not much better. But she's the governor's daughter, so I guess we're going to propose marriage. Well, what cheek! Just what kind of lady do you take me for? I'm a lady of beauty and refinement, she exclaims. What's all this? I'm a captain. I mean, doesn't that count for something? I mean, that was seriously uncool, lady. We will sell the pinnace because we don't really need it. And we're going to sell some of the cannons because, my God, we've got some cannons. 60 tickets to the gun show right there. Hell, we'll just go down to 50. We don't need that many. Some serious plunder to divide up now. Alright, back to business. Oh my God, the wind just threw us into the frickin'... That was not the plan. Alright, let's look at the map. Oh my God. Well, we don't need to mess with the French. They're on our side. We got a letter of marque with them. Grand Granada, but let's see what's closer. Oh, we gotta go to Montserrat. Yeah, we got an urgent mission. We gotta go do that. Alright, so that's close by, so let's go take care of that. God, we gotta sail into the wind. Duke Guilford. Well, we're gonna have to take him out, obviously. God, that music is so 16-bit. I love it. I don't know what it reminds me of exactly, but it puts me... Oh, look at him hitting me! You're not getting away. Sail damage. We'll get you. That's gonna hit. Oh, dadgummit. I can't let this guy get away. Okay, we got him now. We got him. He's gonna taste the tip of my long sword. Up his pirate butt! We've been bested. Your men flee in panic as the tide of battle turns against them. You bravely fight on and are wounded and imprisoned in the ship. You await your fate. Look at the rat down there by his feet. Months pass. Oh my god, months pass. Oh yeah. Fortunately, you are still young and healthy. Former comrades trade you for a nobleman they have captured. They agree to take you back as an apprentice captain. Well, isn't that just wonderful? Can we still go to Montserrat? That's not it. Well, that was not cool at all. I'm just not used to the sword fighting on this like the 8-bit one. I never lose a sword fight. So it's like right above us, I guess? It's not very accurate. Well, it wasn't that. Oh my god, sail your hoe. And this was Nevis, was it not? No, this is it. After all those months, do we still have it? Luke, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Good times. Let's see if we can't still deliver this letter. The governor introduced you to his daughter. She's being courted by Duke Wilson. Wasn't that the pirate? No. Well, she's the best we've seen yet, for obvious reasons, so... she's not interested either. We'll check her back. So I guess we failed the mission because all those months passed. Dadgummit. And the guy got all our gold. See, in the blink of an eye, all that was ruined. I could have divided up the plunder. We're back to square one. Dadgummit, boy. Dadgum, we were so close to dividing up the plunder. Oh, God, that really chaps my behind. Well, we're still going to divide it up. I got 0 gold. Retire. Because we have run out of time. Well, we did get our land. I'm a contented man. I'm a farmhand. That's as good as we did last time, dadgummit. Well, poop on a bun. But guys, thanks so much for joining me. We got a good look at Pirate's Gold. We still got more piratey things coming throughout the week. We got Ni no Kuni 2 tomorrow. Hopefully we can look at on a day one stream. Lots of cool things going on. Lots of cool things still to come right here on the Emceemur Show for Pirate Week. Keep your dial set here. I want you to like this video and most importantly, subscribe. If you like watching people play games day one, pirate games, and all kind of other games, all kind of things that we do right here on the Emceemur Show. Thank you again, each and every one of you, for joining me, and I will see all of you again next time.